Welcome everyone back to my channel. Today I am going to go on a little herb update of my perennial herbs that I have coming up in my garden. As you can see, I have some little seedlings that popped up, and these are cilantro. And if you notice right here, I still have some little seeds in here. Let me just get this one and show you. There we go. That's a seed right there. It's not germinated as yet. And here I have my chives in this planter. This is a deck planter. They popped up really nice a couple weeks ago. And I'm going to take you now out to these echinacea. That's my coneflower. There's some greenery popping up. There's another plant right over here. And then there's another one over here. And of course the usual dandelion that pops up, and I'm not gonna pull this up at all. Some people call it a weed. There's another one. Some people call it a weed, but it's actually an herb. It has beneficial health benefits. This is my Egyptian walking onion here that popped up really nice, looking all luscious. Another dandelion right here on this bed. And right here I have my sage coming back up. It's starting to turn green again. These are perennials and they pop back up every year, like I said. Those ones I took from the original plant that I had. And right here we have some lemon balm. Actually no, this is my peppermint. And there's a little greenery. It's coming through again. So I have peppermint here. That's gonna come back and spread like crazy, because that's what peppermint do. And over here I'm just gonna remove these leaves so you can see what I got going here. And this is my lemon balm, one of my lemon balms. I'm just gonna remove these leaves, and as you can see, it's shooting up right there. And it has that color because it's covered with the leaves, but it was gonna push through the leaves anyway. But there's some greenery right there. I'm just going to cover it back. I just took some seeds off and I just dropped them, and they're going to reseed themselves and pop back up the following year. So you'll always have lemon balm. See right here, it's growing in abundance, and all these little ones are shooting up right there, getting ready to grow. Look at the greenery here coming through. So it would really pop when it gets warmer and start growing in abundance. Now over here I have a bee balm next to that lemon balm, and there's another bee balm. I have lemon balm here, and that one's popping through. And right over here, see, it's green, it's coming through, it's waking up for me. And over here I have a bee balm that's, look at that, it's growing in abundance already. I already know how much I'm going to have, so I'm going to be harvesting a lot of that bee balm. Now I just have to cut all these old branches off when I come out to clean up, and that'll take care of that. Now this is an oregano that I have here. I did pull the seeds off and drop it in the bucket, but nothing has sprouted as yet, so I'm going to wait a while and see what happens. I figured they would pop right back up. Actually, I thought I saw some greenery probably a couple weeks ago. I don't know what happened, but I'll wait and see. And right here I have another coneflower, and it's right next to my driveway, and that's just for beautification. I have these plants, these floral plants right here next to my driveway. That one I don't use it for herbal purposes. I just let the pollinators enjoy it. And over here I have another lemon balm. And so what I do is that I plant the same herb in different places in my garden. So you would see that I have multiple of the same herb in different spots. This right here is some garlic that I planted last year. I also have some leeks that I transplanted into this bed. Right here I have some onions. and some leek is just coming up right there on its own. This right here is my saffron. I've had saffron for quite a while, a few years. So that'll die off and it would spring back up in the fall and flower. Now this right here is some shallots that I have growing. I planted those in the fall. Actually, that's the red onions. I planted that in November, I believe November 3rd. And these are the shallots right here I planted also November 3rd. And they're already coming through the sod. So that's my garlic. I have grown in some grow bags. I had them in the garage, and when the weather started getting beautiful, I popped them in those grow bags and in that planter, and there they are. This is my cilantro pot I had growing last year. I didn't harvest all the seeds, but what I usually do is pull it off and just drop it right back in the bucket. These planters had all my herbs in it sitting on this table right here, and I dropped seeds in those last year in the fall, so I'm hoping that they would germinate and pop back up. Now over here I have some red onions that I put in March, I believe, last month. In March, I believe it was like March 3rd, and they are already coming through the soil. Here I have some cilantro seeds in this barrel, and that's from last year. I just pulled the seeds off and I dropped it in. This was from my 2022 harvest. Yep, that was cilantro. The tag's right there. So I just pulled it off, dropped the seeds in there. Now they're popping back up. I won't have to drop seeds again. So this is just a little spring tour of my herb garden. A little update so you guys can see what's going on over here. It's windy today, it's sunny, but it's mild, and I'll take it. I like coming out here and assessing my garden and see what's waking up and what's going on out here, and to see what's growing and what's not growing, how long it takes to pop up, and all that good, fun, and exciting stuff. Look at the abundance of seeds that I still have on my drying rack in my garage from last year's gardening season. I have leeks right here, I have dill, I have cilantro, I have cornflower up here on this side, and I have some petals hanging there in those organza bags because I saved my petals from my peony and my hibiscus trees. I make skin products and hair products. I'm excited about my herbs popping up in my garden already this spring, because look what, if you look in here, I have all sorts of things in this closet. Some peony, some more peony petals in here, and they're air dried. I just hang them on a string in this closet. And I have lots of herbs in these bags here. And this is just, let me take the bag out. Oh, what's in here? Oh, my on-the-go snacks. Let me show you. Dehydrated pineapples that I did last year. I just vacuum seal it, dehydrated, vacuum seal it, and of course I have one of these moisture control packs in here, the silica packs. That's pineapple, an apple here, all different varieties of apples in here. What else do I have in here? I have dehydrated blueberries somewhere, but I do have dehydrated fruits, but we're not here for this. I'll put this away after, but I just want to show you guys what I have here for herbs. What I have here for herbs. I'm going to put them on the table right here. This here is thyme. This might be lemon thyme. Oh, I'm not going to even open it. This is just grape leaves that I air dried. And this is all from last year. This right here is dehydrated greens, believe it or not. I can turn this into, and it's still crunchy. I can turn it into powder and add it to a shake or a smoothie if I wanted to. This is switch starred, beet greens, spinach, all different sorts of dehydrated greens in here. And this rosemary here is also from last year. Also dehydrated vegetables. More thyme. More rosemary. Just an abundance of, look at this guys, my cayenne pepper. And these are just air dried. See, it's in an organza bag. I just hung it there and it air dried really nicely. This I believe is sage. And like I said, I'm not gonna open the bags. Is this grape leaves? This might be grape leaves. Actually, this is raspberry leaves right here. Yep, and this one is the grape leaves. This is curled parsley, flat leaf parsley. This looks like mint, peppermint. I think that's the last one here. This is obviously cornflower, Echinacea purpurea from last year. So I have tons of herbs. And mind you, this is my backup because right here in my cabinet, I already have herbs in my mason jars that I use for my cooking. So when these are done, I just refill them with the ones I have in the bags. And I have some more. Let me show ya. Let me show ya. Look at that. That's all chamomile from my garden. Yep, that is German chamomile. So sometimes I'm like, why am I planting more? And this right here is echinacea from my garden. That cornflower herb, that's it right here. All air dried, chopped up, waiting to make tea. This is all cinnamon, but that's from back home in Grenada. But this is soursop leaves from back home. This right here is another herb from back home that's good for men. We call it bourbonde. And yeah, but I'm really herbed up. I'm always herbed up. I use a lot of herbs. This is some clove I have here from back home. And guess what? I have more herbs in my indoor garden that I'm going to be planting out this year. I started it early. This is burdock right here. All these are burdocks. And my moringa. Then I have herbs here that I'm doing for a herb garden challenge, but I am not, even if you see it in this video, I am not going to make mention of it. But I have here marigold, some marigold that I started in here, some lemon basil, and look guys, this right here is my sweet leaf, my stevia, and I was able to get 2 more plants to germinate, 2 more seeds to germinate. So I'm happy with that. I also got some lamb's ears here growing that I got from my neighbor. She's got an abundance of them, and I've been resisting her with it because she always wanted to share it with me because they multiply so much and they grow so much every year. And I finally decided to take a piece, and now it's in here growing. I'll put it out once it gets going properly and the weather cooperates. So that way I know it's going to survive. And look at my ginger. Look at my ginger, guys. Yes, ginger is an herb. It's growing beautifully. Oh, gracious, those were growing. Guess what? I put some more right here. In this box, it's getting the sun from the window. And it's growing great in here too. So I'm happy to start my ginger indoors. This is some more burdock. Look how healthy this is looking. With the help of the grow light and the light from the sun, they're doing pretty darn good. So I'm happy with that. So I have tons of different herbs. I grow a lot of it. I hope you enjoy this video. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time right here on Fifi's Journey.